So let us discuss the concept of formal charge elements, which is very important. So before calculating formal charge element, we must aware about Lewis dot structure. So by that Lewis dot structure, we won't get exact or original structure of the molecules. So by using this formal charge element, we will get the exact structure of molecules as well charged molecules like NH4 plus, H3O plus, SO4 2 minus. So for these charged molecules, we will get the exact structure of molecules. So here the definition of formal charge element is: formal charge is the charge assigned to the atoms in a molecule is nothing but formal charge element. So for formal charge calculation, there is one formula, that is formal charge equal to valence electrons minus bonds plus dots. So its results here formal charge of particular atom in the molecule. Formal charge equal to valence electrons minus bonds plus dots. So here VE stands for valence electrons. Valence electrons in the atom. B stands for here number of bonds around the atom. Around the atom. Next, D stands for here dots. Dots are nothing but electrons. So number of dots or electrons around the atom. Formal charge equal to valence electrons minus bonds plus dots. So this gives the information about charge on particular atom. So let us see some examples. We can understand easily formal charge of the particular elements. For example, if we go for H2O molecule, so to calculate hydrogen formal atomic charge, formal charge, and oxygen formal charge, we can use this formula, that is valence electrons minus bonds plus dots. So for this we must write its dot structure, that is Lewis structure. Oxygen is here central atom. Next it is hydrogen. It is hydrogen. So here every atom must satisfy the octet rule. So to satisfy the octet rule, oxygen has here extra 2 lone pair of electrons, and as well as hydrogen must satisfy here helium electron configuration. So okay, now we are going to calculate formal charge of oxygen atom. So for this oxygen atom we can calculate its formal charge of O. Here O means it is oxygen atom. So here the formula is valence electrons minus bonds plus dots. Bonds means around the atom, dots means nothing but electrons around the atom. So it is the formal charge calculation of oxygen atom in water molecule. So formal charge of oxygen equal to valence electrons of oxygen. So valence electrons is nothing but its group number. So here oxygen belongs to 6th group. So its valence electrons are here 6 minus number of bonds. B means B stands for bonds. So around the oxygen atom it has here 2 bonds, 1 and 2 bonds. So 2 plus number of dots are nothing but lone pair of electrons totally. So it has here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electrons are here. Around the oxygen atom it has 4 electrons. So 6 minus 6 equal to 0. 0 is the formal charge of oxygen in water molecule. So now let us calculate formal charge of hydrogen atom. So this hydrogen atom, it is satisfied here helium electron configuration. So hydrogen belongs to first group, means its valence electron is 1. So its valence electron is 1. So 1 minus. So B stands for number of bonds. Around the hydrogen atom has only one bond, plus there are no any dots or electrons, so it equal to 0. So 1 minus 1 equal to 0. In the water molecule, hydrogen formal charge 0 and oxygen formal charge also 0. Next, we are going to discuss about ammonium molecule. Ammonia molecule. So ammonia also here, it has here 3 hydrogens. Hydrogen, it is another hydrogen. It is lone pair of electron. Because of this lone pair electron, it can satisfy the octet rule. One bond is nothing but 2 electrons. Here 2 electrons, 2 electrons. 4 2s, 3 2s are 6 plus 2 electrons. So 8. 8 means it satisfies here octet rule. So now we are going to formal charge of nitrogen. So valence electrons are its group number is same. So nitrogen group number is valence electrons is 5. So number of bonds are here 1, 2, 3 bonds are here 3 plus around the nitrogen atom there are 2 electrons. So 3 plus 2. So 5 minus 5 equal to 0. So on the nitrogen atom formal charge equal to 0. Next coming to formal charge of hydrogen. Here coming to hydrogen atomic number, hydrogen group number or valence electron is 1. So around that hydrogen there is only 1 bond. There are no any electrons around. So it is equal to 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So hydrogen formal charge also 0 in the molecule. Now let us see the different molecules which are very very important. See H3O molecule, we can see it is very very important. H3O. So what is the formal charge in the oxygen and as well as hydrogen, I can explain. So according to Lewis structure, it is H3O structure. So here, if we assume there are 3 bonds, 3 2s are 6. 6 plus it has lone pair of electron. So totally 3 2s are 6 plus 2 8. Now only it can satisfy the octet rule. So it has totally around 8 electrons. Now calculate the formal charge of oxygen atom in a H3O molecule. So now oxygen group number, valence electrons is nothing but its group number. So it is 6 minus number of bonds around the oxygen atom there are 3 bonds plus number of electrons around the atom which is equal to 2. So 6 minus 5 equal to 1. It is nothing but plus 1. So in the H3O molecule, oxygen here it carries positive charge, that is positive 1. So it is its formal charge in the water molecule. Now let us see the formal charge of hydrogens, remaining hydrogens in the molecule. So hydrogen group number is 1 or valence electron is 1. Around that hydrogen atom it has only 1 bond. There are no electrons in the around the hydrogen atom. It is equal to 0. So molecule you can write as here H3O plus. It is its original structure and character structure. So in this H3O plus, oxygen carries here positive charge. So plus 1 is the formal charge of oxygen atom. Now let us go for NH4. So in this NH4 we can write 4 hydrogens are here. So here if it is assumes 4 bonds are here, it can satisfy octet rule. Now let us go for nitrogen formal charge. Formal charge of nitrogen we can calculate here. So nitrogen valence electrons or nitrogen group number is here 5 minus number of bonds around the nitrogen atom there are 4 bonds plus 0 electrons. So here it equal to 1. Means nitrogen here carries plus 1 charge. Formal charge of hydrogen here, hydrogen group number is 1 minus around the hydrogen atom there are only 1 bond plus 0 equal to 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So in the case of NH4 molecule, nitrogen carries with positive 1 charge. So we can write it as here NH4 ion because nitrogen carries here plus 1 charge. So in the ammonium ion, nitrogen carries positive charge, means its formal charge element is +1 charge. Now let us discuss some crucial examples which are very important. So while calculating the formal charge element, we must write its Lewis dot structure. Then we will get easily formal charge element. Now let us go for SO2 example. SO2. In this SO2 structure, we can write its Lewis structure. It is sulfur atom. There are 2 bonds, oxygen atom. It is oxygen atom. It is SO2 molecule. So to satisfy octet rule, it has here 2 lone pair of electrons. To satisfy the sulfur octet rule, it has here 1 lone pair of electron. It has here 1 lone pair of electron. To satisfy the octet rule, it has here 3 lone pairs of electrons. So now we calculate the formal charge of sulfur. Formal charge of sulfur, which is equal to here. Sulfur group number or valence electron is equal to 6 minus. Around the sulfur atom there are 3 bonds. 1, 2, 3 bonds. 3 plus it has here 2 electrons. The dots are here 2. So 6 minus 5 equal to 1. So sulfur carries here positive +1 charge. Coming to, it is oxygen, it is also oxygen. It is oxygen left side, it is oxygen right side. Just assume that it is a left side oxygen, it is just right side oxygen. So oxygen left side we can calculate formal charge. Oxygen group number also 6 minus, there are 2 bonds around the oxygen atom, that is 2, plus it has here 4 dots. So 6 minus 6 equal to 0. Now we are going to discuss about oxygen right side. Right side molecule, the right side atom, oxygen, its group number is 6 minus, it has here only 1 bond around the oxygen atom, 1, plus it has totally 3 2s are 6 dots. So 6 minus 7 equal to -1 charge. Means sulfur carries here positive +1 formal charge element. Oxygen right side it carries here -1 charge element. Now let us do the different examples which are very important. These 5 are very important. So let us go for cyanide ion. In this cyanide ion, we can write Lewis dot structure like C triple bond N. So to satisfy the octet rule, we can put here 2 electrons, and as well as to satisfy the carbon octet rule, we can put here 2 electrons around the carbon atom. Now let us see for carbon formal charge element. So carbon group number is here 4, and as well as it has here 3 bonds. So 3 plus it has 2 electrons that are dots, that is 2. So here 4 minus 5 equal to -1. So in the cyanide ion, carbon carries here -1 charge. So formal charge of carbon atom in the cyanide ion is equal to -1. So in the cyanide ion, negative charge present on the carbon atom. Coming to nitrogen atom, its formal charge, its group number or valence electron is 5. So around the nitrogen atom it has here 3 bonds, plus it has 2 pair of electrons, 2 dots. So 5 minus 5 equal to 0. So on the nitrogen atom it has here 0. Coming to OCN minus, it is another example, OCN minus, which is very important. So for this, the Lewis dot structure is like O single bond C triple bond N. It has to satisfy the octet rule. Nitrogen has here one lone pair of electron. To satisfy the octet rule around the oxygen atom, see, one bond indicates it is 2 electrons. Remaining 6 are here as lone pair of electrons. So totally it can satisfy here octet rule. So to calculate the formal charge element, we can use this formula. that is oxygen formal charge. Formal charge of oxygen in this atom equal to, so oxygen group number is 6 minus number of bonds here around the oxygen atom. It has only one bond, and as well as it has here 6 dots or 6 electrons. So 6 minus 7 equal to minus 1. So in the oxygen minus ion, oxygen carries here minus 1 formal charge. So coming to formal charge of carbon atom. So carbon group number is here 4. So around the carbon atom it has here 4 bonds, 1, 2, 3 plus 4. So there are no dots or electrons. So 4 plus 0 equal to totally equal to 0. Next, formal charge of nitrogen. So nitrogen group number is 5 minus around the nitrogen atom it has 3 bonds plus 2 dots. So it is also equal to 0. In the oxygen minus charge exactly present on oxygen atom. Coming to O3 molecule, it is ozone. In the ozone molecule, all the 3 are here oxygen atoms. So for illustration purpose, I can labeling it is A, it is B, it is C. There are here 3 different atoms. So first let us see the oxygen A formal charge. So it is at left side. We can see its formal charge, oxygen A. So oxygen group number is here 6 minus number of bonds around the oxygen A is equal to 2 plus its dots around the oxygen atom which is equal to 4 only. So 6 minus 6 equal to 0. So oxygen A its formal charge equal to 0 here. Next oxygen B its formal charge, oxygen group number is 6 minus around the oxygen atom here it has totally 3 bonds, 1, 2 and 3. So to satisfy, here also we can put one lower pair of electrons. It is the Lewis structure for this. So 6 minus 3 bonds plus 2 lower pair of electrons totally. So 6 minus 5 equal to plus 1. So on the central atom, that is oxygen B, it carries here positive 1 charge, formal charge. Coming to oxygen C, so oxygen group number is 6. Around the oxygen atom it has only 1 bond. Next, around the oxygen atom it has here totally 6 dots or electrons. So 6 minus 7 equal to minus 1. So oxygen C carries here minus 1 charge. Next, coming to CO3, 2 minus. So let us calculate carbon formal charge. So carbon belongs to here 4th group. So it has here 4 valence electrons. Around the carbon atom it has 4 bonds. There are no lone pair of no dots in this case. So it is totally carbon formal charge equal to 0. Next, coming to oxygen atom. Here also same. It has 3 oxygen atoms. So it is considered as it is A. Remaining these 2 are similar atoms. These 2 considered as here B oxygen atoms. Let us see for oxygen A atom formal charge element. So oxygen belongs to 6th group. So it has here 2 bonds plus 4 electrons. So it is also equal to 0. Next, oxygen B, these 2 are here similar atoms. Oxygen B equal to oxygen group number is 6. Coming to so see this one of the oxygen I can take here. So 6 minus. So around the oxygen atom it has only 1 bond plus around the oxygen atom it has here 6 electrons. 6 electrons. So here totally 6 minus 7 equal to minus 1. So these 2 are here similar atoms. So this oxygen carries minus 1 charge. This oxygen here carries minus 1 charge. So it is CO3 2 minus ions. So minus 2 indicates minus 1 charge carries with one oxygen atom, another minus 1 carries with another oxygen atom. So next, coming to SO4 2 minus. In this SO4 2 minus ion, to satisfy the octet rule, so we can write the structure of SO4 2 minus like here. So coming to sulfur atom, its formal charge, sulfur belongs to 6th group. Minus around the sulfur atom there are 6 bonds only, there are no electrons, so which is equal to 0. So sulfur formal charge equal to 0. Coming to oxygen atoms, there are two types of oxygen atoms. These two are here similar type of oxygen atoms, A and A considered. So these two are here B type oxygen atoms, because around the oxygen atom it has 3 lone pairs. Here also around the oxygen atom it has 3 lone pairs. So it is attached with single bonds. But these two are different. It has here 2 lone pairs. Similarly, it has here 2 lone pairs. These two attached with 2 bonds. So now let us see for oxygen, that is A. So here oxygen belongs to 6 group. Number of bonds means around the oxygen atom has here 2 bonds plus. So around the oxygen atom electrons are here 4. Here also it is 0. So for A oxygen atoms carries 0 charge. Coming to B oxygens B. So here oxygen group number is 6. Around the oxygen, suppose it has here only 1 bond plus it has totally 6 electrons. So 6 minus 7 equal to minus 1 charge. So these two oxygens carries here minus 1 charge. In the SO4 2 minus ion, 2 oxygen atoms carries here minus 1 charge. So this is the simple way you can easily calculate its formal charge element. So please watch these videos and subscribe this channel. So I will upload some more videos. It is helpful for you. Thank you.